Now, in 2 days' time, the nation will say its last farewell to Baroness Thatcher. Her political legacy is still being hotly debated.
But there can be little question about her impact on popular culture, arguably more than that of any other 20th century Prime Minister. Ben
Sidwell's been to meet some of those whose work was influenced in one way or another by Margaret Thatcher.
1979, and out of Birmingham came UB40, a band named after the unemployment benefit form, whose songs were influenced by the changes at Number 10.
In many ways, I suppose Margaret Thatcher was the inspiration for a whole generation of musicians. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, if you didn't have something to say, if you weren't somewhat political, if you weren't airing your views publicly, you weren't really important in music. So Maggie was a great inspiration. She was our muse in many ways, even though we were polar opposites politically. But, she did so many things. There was so much to write about and so much to scream about.
This storm is coming and it goes down.
Down the road in Coventry, the Specials were also voicing their criticism. Their hit Ghost Town became an anthem for the problems facing the country under Margaret Thatcher's reign.
Although Ghost Town doesn't mention her specifically, it was very much as a result of her policies and stuff that we'd seen when we were touring. You know, we visited, you know, Wales and the North East and Scotland, you know, and we'd seen, you know, sort of industry being, you know, closing down.
Margaret Thatcher was quickly becoming a creative catalyst for a generation, and it wasn't just in music.
Perhaps we can get on with the nasty business of the unemployment statistics.
After graduating from the University of Birmingham, Steve NALLON joined the Spitting Image team as the voice of the Iron Lady.
She didn't do what most politicians do and hide what she was thinking or try to avoid making certain points. She made them! And on a personal level, I much prefer to deal with people who'll say, look, just don't mess around, just say what you think and we'll take it from there. And but on a personal level, I appreciate that and I admire her on that level.
She even had her own musical thanks to Foresight Theatre in Wolverhampton. And long after Margaret Thatcher's death, her legacy is likely to live on culturally here in the Midlands. Ben Sidwell, BBC Midlands Today.
Dan's here with the sport.